What do anxiety symptoms really feel like? Today, we are diving deep into a detailed explanation of what these symptoms actually feel like from the perspective of someone suffering from anxiety. Let's dive in. Welcome, my peaceful warriors, to another important video. If you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, please do. And if you want to learn more about any of my anxiety recovery programs, click here at any point in the video as we dive deep into a relatable video. I wanted to make sure that today we focused a little bit on you being able to relate to what other people are going through, what I went through in regards to these anxiety symptoms. Now, anxiety symptoms, or these anxiety symptoms that we tend to experience, are kind of like an ex-boyfriend or an ex-girlfriend that you want to leave you alone, but it seems like he or she is always right around the corner. You get to a point in your life where you're going, oh, I'm free of that thing, that person, right? And next thing you know, it pops up its head. It's like, here I am, right? Here I am. And often after a while of this here I am back and forth with the symptoms, it tends to stick around indefinitely each and every day. This is when chronic anxiety in mind and body starts to overtake a person's life experience. There are different kinds of anxiety symptoms, so let's dive into them, right? The first kind is the heavy type, right? The type that just makes you feel heavy, like in the legs most often. And you're going, oh, you want me to walk from here to there with these heavy and jelly-like legs? It almost feels like you've got bricks, heavy bricks attached to each and every foot. And that particular symptom can keep us from physical exercise, keep us from doing things that we truly want to do. But deep down, we have to understand where this particular symptom is coming from an evolutionary perspective, right? So from a protective perspective, this heaviness is there so that you don't go around taking chances that may lead to you stepping out of your comfort zone or experiencing something unexpected. Ooh, the body is so smart. The nervous system is so smart. So as long as you understand now that, okay, it feels heavy, and now I understand that this particular symptom is there so that I don't go from here all the way over there because it doesn't want me to feel similar feelings and emotions that I did when I was a child, then you will be just fine. And towards the end of this video, I'm going to give you the key to all of this. The second kind of symptom is the pulsating and pounding types, right? So this pulsating or pounding can show up as heart palpitations. They can show up as head heaviness, but head pulsating, right? Like I've got this throbbing headache that you hear a lot of people say. So often this pulsating and pounding type of symptom shows up in the heart region, in the chest region, and in the head region, right? Then we have the trembling types of anxiety symptoms, trembling. And this trembling can show up anywhere from your head all the way down to your toes, right? It's this feeling sometimes where it feels like ants are crawling through your body, right? Especially as an overexertion malaise experience. So you just did something, either mentally, emotionally, or physically, and you went beyond your threshold. And the nervous system is going, you went beyond your threshold again. We can't have that happening. And then you've got this tremendous feeling of trembling when you sit down or lay down after that experience. With the trembling types of symptoms, they can stick around for a few seconds, few minutes, few hours, few days, weeks. I mean, for a lot of people I've seen over the last 15 years, even months, right? Even years from time to time. So, as you can see, this is another way of protecting you from overly exerting yourself, either mentally, emotionally, or physically. Symptoms can also affect your vision and, of course, your perceptions. Because when you experience these kinds of symptoms, these aren't really the physical types of symptoms, but they are more so like a filter system. And when you have anxiety, this filter system doesn't allow you, it kind of looks like this, right? And you're trying to look at the positive and look at the positive outcome and what may occur in a positive way. However, your perceptions are so flawed that you can't see the optimistic or the possibility in things. You can only see the catastrophe, right? So anxiety makes you feel like you're wearing like a mask, and all you can focus on is on the what if perceptions. All you can focus on is the potential catastrophe if you step out of your comfort zone. All you can focus on is this helplessness and hopelessness that's connected to an anxious identity. Can you relate? If you can, comment below because I want to talk with you. Then we've got the painful types of symptoms. I see this one a lot too, right? And a lot of people feel the pain and they take the Tylenol, the ibuprofens, the Advils, and the other things. They take a lot of things for the pain to go away, and it tends to subside temporarily, but often it comes back viciously the next day or whatever it is, right? So we've also got painful types of anxiety symptoms, right? Dr. John Sarno talks about this a lot when it comes to TMS, right? The mind-body syndrome. Tension myositis syndrome, I believe it's called. So he's fantastic in regards to this, elbow pain, lower back pain, these sorts of things that can be connected to the anxiety, the chronic symptoms, this sort of thing. So yes, you can have painful symptoms when it comes to anxiety as well. And you can also have tiring symptoms. So a lot of people experience things like CFS, chronic fatigue syndrome, that goes hand in hand with anxiety. Many people describe this as being wired but tired. And it's not just tired, like when you go and talk to someone about this and say, I feel so tired today, and they're going, oh, me too. You're going, oh, you don't understand. I've been fighting, striving in this tug of war with my subconsciousness for so long. In mind, in body, it's overtaken my focus every single day. I've given so much energy to the stress and anxiety of it all that now my system feels so exhausted and chronically fatigued, right? So this is a reality for so many people, right? And so we look at these symptoms, and at some point in the journey, we get to a point where we realize that we are really no different than a dog that's chasing its tail when it comes to trying to eliminate a particular symptom, right? So we're woof, 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 woof. We're going round and around and around. Oh, a symptom's gone. Oh, traveled to a new spot. Woof, woof, woof. I got to get rid of this symptom. So you don't want to heal these symptoms individually. Let me say that again for all of you that are committed and watching this video till the end. Do not try to eliminate the symptom individually, because they're all coming from a similar place within the nervous system. And from the nervous system's perspective, it is encoding information in the outside world wrongly and in a very threatening manner constantly. So our job, more so, is to make peace with all the symptoms, to make peace with all the symptoms. Because it's in those very moments when you continue to do the surrender sessions on a daily basis that you get to a point where a symptom takes up your attention and your focus, and you're going, oh, good morning, symptom. Hey, if you want to join me today while I'm taking a shower or driving or doing this or that, that's completely fine. And I will respect the fact that my capacity is a lot smaller than most people that aren't as sensitized as I am. I will stay within that capacity for the time being as I reintegrate myself and my new identity into the world. But symptoms, come along, join us for the day. I don't mind. Stick around for as long as you want. And now you're no longer chasing your tail, right? Now you're sending signals that these symptoms are safe to experience, and your particular present or future environment is and will also be safe. And this continuous tick, tick, tick in relation to emotional neutrality towards the symptom, in relation to safety, creates a history of success. And what the nervous system needs in order to change its entire perspectives and perceptions from danger to safe so that these symptoms can subside is a history of success. This is your job on a daily basis. So make friends with the symptoms. Say hello, symptoms. Even say thank you for all the protection. Boy, you're working really hard today, symptoms. And if you come at it from this place on a regular basis, you will no longer be bothered by the elements of anxiety, whether it be mind or body, and you can start to gradually move through the world as a different person. No longer identifying yourself as an anxiety sufferer, because you know what you are? You are a peaceful warrior. That's what you are. I hope this video spoke to you, and if you know anybody out there that may benefit from this video, please share it with them. And remember that you are more than anxiety, my friend. Don't ever forget it. If you want to learn more about any of my anxiety recovery programs, click here, get started with me by your side. Bye-bye. See you soon.